Good morning. This is Dr. Beck here at LifePoint Medical. It is February 24th of 2025, and I'm here ready to go, and hope you are too. I had a good weekend trying to get my son settled into or getting exposed to his next adventure of college. So I want to talk to you guys about a few things. First of all, this is Heart Month or Heart Health Month, and I'm going to tell you guys I have an unequivocal offer for people when it comes to saving your life and trying to prepare for all the inevitable things that might happen. It's called a coronary calcium score. I've went over the last few weeks how we care about your hypertension, we care about your cholesterol, we care about your diabetes, because all of these things affect your arteries, okay? And we care about all the arteries around your body, but we really care about the ones around your heart, okay? Because the number one leading cause of death in America is heart attacks, and it's caused from these arteries around the heart. So if we can look at those arteries with an x-ray and get some kind of semblance about whether or not you have a bunch of plaque or crusty stuff built up around those arteries that's going to sit there and give you trouble in the future, that to me is the goose that laid the golden egg. And they've referred to this coronary calcium score before as the Rosetta Stone of heart disease. I use it a lot, okay, because I want to identify these people who have heart disease and who don't know it, who don't have any symptoms. And I'm even better if you don't have any symptoms, you've had no damage, because man, that means I might be able to get to you before you have real damage to your heart. So that's why we care about those coronary calcium scores. So if you're interested in one, I want you to make an appointment to come talk to me about it. I recommend it for anybody 40 to 80. If you have a history of heart disease in your family, if you've already had a heart attack and all that good stuff, we don't need a coronary calcium score on you. We know that yours is bad. But if you're not, and you're completely symptomatic, but your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers had early heart disease, and you're like, I don't know whether I've got it or not, that's the place to look, and that's one thing we can do for you. It's $99. It's cheap. Insurance doesn't pay for it, and if they did, we probably couldn't afford it or get it done like we can. So it's really good. It tells me a lot about you, and it gives us something we can really aim for with our drugs and our lifestyle modifications and all of our prevention that we're trying to do for you. So that coronary calcium score is, I think, one of the number one ways of preventive care to try to see what's coming down the pike. Now, number two, we push a lot of these annual wellness visits, okay? Annual wellness visits because the insurance companies push us to do them too. And I think they're a good idea. And this is one of the reasons I think they're a good idea, because we have a very limited amount of cancers that we can do something about preemptively. In other words, a lot of cancers pop up out of nowhere, and there's not a lot you can do with them sometimes. And there's definitely no way that you can look ahead to try to see if that cancer is coming. But we've got like 4 that we can do that with. So breast mammograms and breast cancer, we can see a little breast cancer and stop it from becoming a big breast cancer. Okay, that's kind of the way I just look at it. We can do colonoscopies, okay, and we can take a little cancer and remove it before it becomes a big cancer with colonoscopy. Same thing with cervical cancer. And then the other one would be skin cancer. We can look at you and determine whether or not you've got skin cancer just by looking at you. So it's a pretty easy test, and it's worth doing. But these are the things that we go over during our wellness exams. Okay, and the thing that you've got to keep in mind when you're thinking about wellness and exams is screening exams are exams that are done in the absence of symptoms, but we know based on your age, your gender, or whatever it is, that you're at high risk for developing this disease, and we can go in there safely before the disease develops, and we can remove it or mediate it. That's what our goal is, okay? And that's where that's the goal that I'm looking for. That's what I'm trying to do, okay? I'm trying to head some stuff off at the pass, okay? Because I'm a firm believer that that's the way to do it. I mean, we're knowledgeable people. We've got all these computers and all this technology to be knowledgeable. Why would we not use it to look ahead and try to preempt medical disasters as much as you can? Okay, you're not going to stop the inevitable. Okay, but we can mediate it. We can use the tools that we've been given by the good Lord above to try to look ahead and see what's coming and see if we can mediate it with our technology and our knowledge that the Lord's already given us. So that's a little bit of my philosophy of how I feel about these preventive cares. There's some reasons that we do them. So if you want the coronary calcium score, come on in. Let's make a visit. Let's talk about it real quick and get that done. Number one. Number two, if you hadn't had your annual wellness visit, we want to screen you specifically for those cancers that we can do something about based on your age and your gender and all that good stuff. So let us know, and we'll get you all set up with that stuff, and we'll get you taken care of. So if you do want to call us, our number is 706-782-0016. That's our main number. Our texting line, which don't try to call because we want to answer, is 706-607-6685. It doesn't have a phone attached to it. It's just a texting line. You know, you've got our email at office@drtsbeck.com, and then you have our website, drtsbeck.com, and you've got the chat bot where you can speak to us there, or you can request a new appointment in there. Thank you so much for listening to me, and hopefully I'm going to listen to you when you come in here so we can get you taken care of and help you with your medical care. Have a good day. Thank you so much for listening.